the founder of a Blue Mountain Feng Shui Institute. And this institute provides the most comprehensive curriculum of Feng Shui in the world. He teaches and lectures worldwide on matter of spatial and environmental design in accord with natural principles. His teaching unified his training in Western science. Actually, he got the PhD degree from University of Washington. Is in chemistry. After he get a degree, he worked for the company for a while, and then again he come back to find that he really wanted. And so unify all this Western science and Asian Chinese philosophy and the Taoist Buddhist meditations within it. The energy work at the Qigong, Tai Chi, and the decade of experience teaching Feng Shui. So you can see the all the introduction for him from the manual book here. And in order to save the time, and he said he's going to speak in Chinese, so can have it quicker. But his slides here, it is in English. Okay, so let's welcome Dr. Xu.
I'm so short. I better move this podium. Now I can move it better. Actually, after having teaching for 30 years, every time I stand on stage, I was nervous. So give me a few minutes, to catch up with myself. It's Professor Huang asked me to give a talk on something related to business venture. So I told him, I said, how about natural principle in business? And this is a very big subject. And we have just barely 30 minutes to talk about it. But now this subject, even the natural principle, takes 3 days in my lecture. Today's talk, I'm going to talk about 4 themes. First one, nature and natural principle. Second one, the 3 attributes of all things. Next one, factor related to success of business. And fourth one, applying natural principle to business. 我突然想到，我应该用中文讲，对不对？怎么用英文讲起来了呢？什么叫自然？什么叫自然法则？自然，我们人也是自然的一部分。自然法则就是说，涵盖自然界一切的规律。在西方呢，这个最有智慧的一个人是爱因斯坦，他花一辈子时间想寻找一个 the grand and unified theory for everything to explain everything in the universe， 他们并没有成功。现在很多科学家继续走他的路，需要寻找这样一个规律。但是呢，这个规律即便找到了，还是一个对宇宙客观的描述，并没有解释人和宇宙的关系，生命的目的是什么东西。所以这个题目呢，也许不是这个什么是宇宙的规律，这个客观的规律，而是用另外一个方式来解释东西。什么是这个整个宇宙间很一致性的、很统一性的一种 pattern， 一种 principle？ 什么东西可以解释宇宙的一切？ I think I also get stuck in speaking Chinese. First time I gave talk in Chinese, it was year 2007 in Beijing, Tsinghua University. Anyway, so then we continue to try to use Chinese. He tried whole life trying to looking for that theory for everything. 但是呢，事实上呢，2000年以前呢，我的老子已经提出这个规律了。这规律是什么呢？他讲一句话：道。但是很抽象一个东西。老子一开头就说“道可道，非常道”，非常抽象的东西。所以你在这个科学界呢，要接受这个东西呢，那么就是一个很抽象的一个哲学理论，很难解释道是什么东西。但是呢，道这个观念呢，是可以用一个理论来解释的，就是阴阳理论。阴阳理论就很明确的可以解释这个宇宙的一切现象、一切规律。我想大家都知道阴阳这两个名词，大家也大概都了解这个阴阳理论是什么一回事。是阴阳呢，它是任何事情、任何事物、任何现象，它都有阴阳两个对立的本质。这第一个规律。第二个呢，它是相生相克的，同时相生相克同时存在的。我们在西方的二元世界论里面呢，认为不是相生就是相克，但从这个自然法则里面呢，不是这么一回事的，相生相克是同时存在的。这个男女结婚了，很高兴，有人互相帮忙，对不对？回到家里，先是有人煮饭啦，有人洗衣服了，不是很好吗？但是呢，你本来很自由的，有一天回家晚了，他也说：“哎，你怎么现在才回来？已经7点钟了，你不是5点下班吗？”所以阴阳是本身就对相生相克同时存在的。第三个呢，它是一直在变化的，就像这个钟摆一样，多一点阴，多一点阳，一直变化的。第四个呢，是它是可以转换的，阴可以转换成阳，阳可以转换成阴，这基本阴阳规律。事实上呢，世界上一切东西呢，任何事物、任何现象，它都有这两个对立面。那么世界一切东西呢，都在这个对立面里面呢寻找平衡，平衡是好的。我现在很简单一个 table， 这个 table 很长的 table， 男女啊、动静啊、这个主控啊、左右啊、这个顺转反转 off and on blue and red。 Okay, everybody familiar with this one, but we do not 我们没了解到。Okay, actually, we do not realize that how it play out into our life. In a way, we are the slave of this higher order natural principle. So tonight, I just want to point out to you how crucial it is, how it relates to our life. I just use 2 examples, left and right. See, and you are very familiar with the things follow. Look at this picture. So what consisted here? The TV talk host always on the left-hand side. See, I'm talking left and right is based on their perspective, not how you see it, okay? See, this left and guest on right. Host country always on left-hand side in any press conference, universally. Because again, they're more in control. And most likely, husband sleep on left-hand side of his wife. Now, please show your hands. How many ladies sleep on the left-hand side of your husband? Show your hands. Only one? I don't believe it. We call this lady sleep on the left-hand side of the husband, the dragon lady. They're in power, they're in control. Actually, about 70% of male sleep on left-hand side and 30% on the right-hand side. Because in yang theory, there's no pure yin, no pure yang. That's why you can have 100% to 10 to 0. Now let's look at this one. Talk show host, guest. See why they're on the right-hand side? Because right-hand side is yin, left-hand side is yang. On yang side, always in control. Even we say that in moving walkway, we stand, we show a sign, stand on the right, now walk on left, right? Even in the dress, now male's flap is on left on top, female right on top. What else? Police car siren, universally. Red color on the left, blue color on the right. Because red is yang, blue is yin. See, this kind of thing is not set up by any government, any organization, any power. It naturally happened. Until everybody follow the process. Now I'll give another example, interesting example. Car race, horse race, running. What considered here? It always counterclockwise. Even baseball run is counterclockwise. You see, those sports come from different culture, different time. Somehow, accidentally, everything is counterclockwise. There's reason for that, not by accident. Again, the high reason that we are ruled by natural principle. You might ask, why? Why counterclockwise? Okay, I'm not going to give you an answer. I'm going to let you exercise your mind, okay? Look, another example. When you want to close a glass cap, how you do it? Set put on a light bulb clockwise. Clockwise. Again, very consistent. So even clockwise and counterclockwise represent different energy, different pattern, and we do not set up for that. God, natural principle, set up this for us. They show you how much we are affected by that, not knowing it. Now, let me see what I'm going to talk in my note. My bigger point is this. You know, we are. See, we are part of nature. We are living, follow that pattern. And natural principle provide guidance for human endeavors. It is a universal pattern. Knowing it, knowingly or not unknowingly, we are influenced by this pattern. Understand that pattern can let us tap into the secret of nature. See, just like you see a white slip on the left hand side, you know, hey, this is a talent, a strong lady, a dragon lady. No brainer, once you understand the principle. And that the best way to live in this universe is to follow that pattern. It is a challenge for humanity. Greatest challenge is how to obey that pattern. And it provides high guidance, a guidance for higher living. You know, nature does not have any secret. All systems are open. It's just we have to know how to tap into the secret. You can look at a plant moving one way up or moving other way up. You can tell the property without going through chemical analysis. You can see how the tree grows and compare two trees. For example, Douglas fir and hemlock. I'm not sure you have here. You can tell which one is stronger just by looking at it. There's no secret there. You know, actually, back in the year 2001, I was invited to participate in a conference sponsored by UNESCO of United Nations. The conference had a big title called Dialogue Among Civilization. They invite about 50 so-called cultural leaders or whatever, scholars. We had the 4-day closed-door conference, roundtable conference. I was fortunately, I don't know why, invited to represent Chinese culture. At that conference, I pointed out one thing. I said, you know, among all civilizations in the world, China is the only civilization lasts for 5,000 years. There's so many culture, civilization come and go. Why China can do that? And that tenacity lasts for 5,000 years, actually more. See, the reason is very simple. Because all Chinese culture is based on natural principle. You take away natural principle, the Chinese culture not amount to much. Chinese always proud that their ancient invention, the gunpowder, the paper making, the compass, the printing. Actually, I believe the greatest contribution of Chinese culture to the world is a discovered natural principle and the implementation of the principle to Chinese culture. I think that probably the most important the lesson for humanity to learn, the most important contribution. So after now we talk about real simple, okay, what natural principle is. Basically, again, this is 3 days course. Okay, I finished in 10 minutes already, right? Secondly, how we see things. We look at object, anything. What do we see? What entail in everything? Basically, everything, there are 3 components. One, this is what we're familiar with, matter. All the physical manifestation. For living body, your body, you're born fresh, whatever you see, matter component. But there's another component, especially noticed in the living things, energy, Qi energy. Qi is the very essence of constitute the whole universe, following Chinese metaphysics. And there's no Qi, there's no life. I think people can resonate with this, understand that. Although it might be a little bit different, because people think about prana, living energy, life force, breath of life, very similar, but not exactly the same. Another one, information, attributes. Every living thing has these three things. Just like a human being, see, you have the physical body, you have energy running to keep you alive, and you have soul, spirit, thought, idea, all these things. But easy to understand this as living things. But from Chinese classical concept, everything is living, everything is alive. As a matter of fact, we call our planet Mother Earth, right? Personify it. So in that sense, we look at this place, we look at building, we look at a car, we look at any landscape, it's alive. Not only things, even events. For this gathering, we have these three attributes. Manifestation, the physical manifestation, the energy there, the information here. Matter is the most visible, information least visible, but everything began in information. Even a graphic image, it has that information. The problem is that every time people talk about qi, it's such an abstract concept. You cannot measure it, right? You cannot wear it. So now it's so invisible. How can it be real? How can you handle it? But aware or not, you can quantify or not, we do acknowledge that, especially Chinese. Now, so many phrases in Chinese. We talk about your complexion, we say 气色, right? Your spirit, you know, your 气概, or 气质, the quality, or atmosphere, 气氛. You know, you take away qi from all the vocabulary, you're going to delete last Chinese vocabulary. Lots of cultural substance. So qi is there. But you know, that's one big stumbling block for people working with qi. They don't know how to answer the question. You know, answer scientific the question. What is it? I can't touch it. How to know it exists? But we say everything composed of three things: matter, qi, energy, and information, right? So they are together. So actually, we can sense the qi through matter component. Look at this image. Different image, but you feel different, right? Regardless of how you feel different. When you say you feel different, that means you have physiological or psychological response to that. What creates that? It's energy, it emanates, it projects. The qi is different. This is why you feel different. So not only qi can manifest through the metaphysical level, matter level, even information can manifest from that level. See, based on that, you can see people happy, not sad, or angry. They must project information to you. So, but the thing is that we always only respond to more young, more visible things. We neglect, ignore, or even do not aware of two other things. But the two other things are even more important, right? Now, I will show you a very interesting image. Unfortunately, Steve Jobs just left. He created a great company. This is the logo of Apple. Logo encapsulates all the company's energy into that sign. So any successful company has good logo. There's no exception. And any failing company have bad logo. Remember the Enron, the first big bankruptcy? Remember the logo is E, crooked E, going downward. But we talk about yin-yang concept. Everything is yin-yang, right? Now, take a look at this next image. You almost don't recognize it. Very different, isn't it? Of course, this is much better than this. Because it reflects different energy. That's how yin-yang play out. One's yang energy, one's yin energy. Had Apple used this image as a logo, I don't think it will have a success today. So logo is very important. I'm sure another interesting thing is this is presidential campaign logo. We say that logo represents energy of the events or entity or whatever. And so based on this one, we always can predict who will be elected, right? Look at that, find out. How many people think the PRI will be elected? How many people think Pam will get elected? What happened to all the silent majority? Let me ask one more time. Raise a hand. How many of you think the PRI will get elected? How many think Pam will get elected? Is that so simple? You're all psychic. You're the psychic power. And this logo campaign of the Vicente Fox of Mexico. How could it be possible? It carries energy, it carries information. I can run many presidential logo. Anyway, I just show the last one. You familiar with the logo, right? When I first saw the logo, I immediately tell my friend, 侨务委员罗振芳, I said, you are going for 民进党. You better tell say something that, you know, this logo will not get he elected. My word. Why show here? Because you have 7 people standing on broken land. Almost everybody hold hand to get ready to jump the wall. But I also say, when Ma get elected, his policy will go west to China. And this is how he carried Taiwan moving to the west, to China. It would be very interesting. I haven't seen the official election campaign logo yet in Taiwan now. But pay attention to that. Actually, as soon as it comes out that you will be able to forget about rhetoric, all this analysis, whatever. Just look at the logo, you are able to tell who will be the president. Because even though it's going to play out in 2 months, but information level already decided. It just had to go through the process of play out. So those of you who want to run for political position, you know, pay attention to your logo, okay? In the year 2007, I gave a lecture in the Tsinghua University and Renmin Daxue, People's University. And that was before Olympics. See, that time some people worry about some Tibetan movement might create some disturbance for that Olympic game. I said, no, we're going to have more successful at that time. I said, we're going to have more successful that, you know, that Olympic game in the Olympic history. Based on what? Based on the beautiful logo. And right after that, I said, we're going to have big trouble in next year. London Olympic Game. See, information is out there. Now, at the very beginning, now I run on my time, but quickly, again, let's talk about successful business. I think everybody agree that successful business requires right time, right place, and right people, right? Of course, some people say more than that. To be successful, what you need is a lot of luck. That's what Bill Gates said. Luck has a lot to do with my success. But so the right time, right people, and right place. And all the people are doing business, they know that. But whenever they make analysis, they're based on meta level. You have all the market study, you make all analysis, you have to find all the factors, whatever required to be successful. But this all in physical level, meta level. More important, actually, is energy level, the chi level, information level. But these are very subtle. But it's there. The important point is that we have to know it is possible. And looking for the very subtle sign. Sometimes maybe it do not make any logical sense. For example, if you're looking for a partner, and you have the setup with some potential partner, we get together, start a project, right? You have first meeting, the partner cannot make it because he was sick. And second time, the car breaks down. And third time, they have the family emergency. All these are legitimate reasons, right? But in the same time, people upstairs tell you, stop. Because natural principle, simple, the economic principle, easy, simple, economic. See, do not move that way, it do not follow natural principle. That's the key. Instead, we talk about energy, okay, energy time, energy place. The same thing. Where do I do my business? That in the 19th century, the chi is dominant in Europe. 20th century in America. In 21st century, we want to shift to Asia in a big scale. But in small scale, the location of your company, of your office, has a lot to do with the success of the company. This is what people talk about, feng shui. We all are aware that our living environment affects us. But we fail to realize how big a scale of impact to us. I haven't seen any successful company have bad feng shui, actually. This is Amazon.com headquarters, ex-headquarters. In the 90s, when they moved to this place, a few years, I said, then I tell my friend, anybody have the stock, sell it. As long as they're on this place, they will never make any dime. It's true. The company continue to expand, but they don't make any dime. The sales continue to grow. And more than 2 years ago, they decided to move to different location, South Lake Union. I said, that's a good place. Now, you can invest in Amazon.com. So even with the economic downturn, they're still very successful. So my point is, understand the concept yin yang. Have perception, the full perception of yin yang. For example, even you run a company, you have expectation to your employee, now to your partner. That's yang, you know it. But you should simultaneously aware what's the expectation to your employee and your partner to you. The yin and yang. When you're successful, young, then you need yin aspect. You have to be very cautious. When fail, yin, and you have to be optimistic. Or yin yang there. So pay attention to yin yang aspect of everything and look into everything with these three attributes: matter, chi energy, and information. You know that, I think time is up, right? You know, it's that we talk about how important office is. In one way, the function of place affect the company. Leadership, communication, creativity, productivity, morale, marketing, and sales. We can literally go into any company and look at the layout of the company. We can tell exactly what's here. People is CEO interested in the company, have provided leadership or not. Easy. Or they're more interested about the weekends, the golf, the board game. Is that crucial? What makes a difference? A good layout have good chi. Still chi issue. And good chi provide success. Achieve this in tune with natural principle, applying yin-yang concept, maintain a balanced perception of three attributes: matter, chi, and information. Apply three attributes in relate to times, people, and place. Keep a balanced heart. Balanced heart provide the balanced chi. Yes, we're all looking for business success, right? I think that pay some simple attention, looking for small things, small signs. But it's important to not lose sight of the bigger picture of life. You know, what you're looking for is more beyond business success. You should looking for what is life success. Thank you for your time.